Whenever I get close to a certain row of abandoned houses, I feel like I'm being watched. When I turn around, no one's there. But I just know somebody's watching from some dark and lonely corner. Would you be so kind as to investigate and find out who's watching me? Thank you. What a relief. But do be careful while you're out there.
Swaggering about without a care. How quickly you've forgotten about Kurosu.
Prepare to die, you traitor! You'll pay for your treachery.
Swaggering about without a care. How quickly you've forgotten about Kurosu.
Prepare to die, traitor! You'll pay for your treachery.
There you are! I've been looking all over. I'm afraid I have dire news. There was a man dressed like a ninja. He appeared out of nowhere with a message. He said, "We have Taka at Benten Shrine. If you want her back, the traitor must come alone." And I heard from some others in the Pleasure District that Taka had asked your guidance on a matter. Please, if you know anything about this, you must save Taka, please!
Been waiting for this moment, traitor.
You'll pay for
You'll
breaking
pay
the code.
for breaking the code! How trivial.
I am glad to see your face, even if you do look rather wretched. Well, thank you for your honesty. As I suspected then, it was your former kin who kidnapped me. Well, I suppose I could. Only if you agreed to see me again. Don't tell me you thought I'd be cross. On the contrary, I'm rather glad you saved me. See? Do I look angry? Do you need a closer look? I'm only teasing. I really am grateful, though. Seeing you show up to rescue me, I thought I was dreaming. But, of course you'd come. How could you not? We both have certain people we could not ignore if we tried. Ah, forgive me. I seem to be rambling. Kichi must be worried. I should go see her at once. Say, it would take no time at all on that dashing steed of yours. Why don't I hop on behind you and hold you tight? Well, aren't you kind? Though you might have agreed to that a little too readily. Really, though, I'm truly grateful that you came to my rescue. Thank you. And now that I've learned about you, I feel obligated to share something of myself. Such a pleasant breeze. Being here with you, I somehow feel as if I can let my guard down. How sad we're nearly there. Dare I hope I'm not alone in that feeling. If only we could just keep going, you and I. Go somewhere far, far away. But alas. Oh, Taka! It's so good to see you safe. I'm perfectly fine, Kichi. I'm sorry to have worried you.
And thank you. Thank you for saving Taka. I knew it. I knew I could count on you to help. Oh, I should mention, Taka. The guest you are expecting has arrived.
Ah, I see. Very well. Thank you. Now, let me introduce you. Since you so boldly came to my rescue, I feel I should return the favor by revealing a secret of my own. Once the cat's out of the bag, there's no putting it back in, you know. I'll be waiting in my room. Be sure to come by later.
Do you know who I am? Oh, so there's more to you than meets the eye.
As sharp as ever, I see. The truth is, in order to assist Lord E in his affairs, I've been keeping an eye on the expulsionists who frequent the Pleasure District. I wanted you to know, but But you must promise not to breathe a word of this to another soul. Lord E is a long-time acquaintance of mine. I wish to be of service to him in whatever small way I can.
Any complaints? And before you insinuate anything, Taka does this for me willingly. Remind me, how long have you known Taka? I'd wager I'm a better judge of her intentions than the likes of you.
That's enough talk about me, I should think. It's not every day you get an audience with the Chief Minister. Isn't there something you'd like to ask him?
I do what my country requires of me. A sentiment alien to you, I'm sure. Ah, yes. I've heard stories. Stories about them collaborating with the foreigners. I'll keep my ears open, but I am a busy man and can offer no promises. I think we're done here. Try not to get in our way.
Ah, so you have come. Now, it is time I told you the truth. Before we can go further, I'm afraid there is something I must yet ask of you. Would you hear me out? Thank you. You do me a great kindness. I'll return to my chambers for now. Please come back. I'll be waiting. I have noticed recently that a number of Sikh geishas seem to have disappeared. I decided to look into the matter and have just learned about a place where a certain geisha is being treated. I would be reassured if she were being seen by a physician, but I have yet to see any evidence of one. That's not all. Everyone seems to be turning a blind eye to what's happening. Something just doesn't feel right. Please, would you be so kind as to check on this geisha? As for me, I'll ask around to see if I can learn more. Oh, thank you. If you act like a regular patron, I'm sure you can approach the room without drawing suspicion. I wish you the best of luck. Who's there? How did you get in here? We are in the middle of treatment. Get out! Our geisha are our pride, but if they can't bring in the business, they're simply dead weight. Dead weight we don't have the capacity to support through recovery. And now you've witnessed this. I have no choice. Men, put this wretch out of their misery! Don't think you can leave alive! Hurry up and help, you lot!
Did you help me? I'm too sick to warrant your aid. My body hurts all over. My once beautiful skin is... If I can't earn my keep, there is no place for me in Yoshiwara. My only choice is to disappear. What else can I do? Either way, it won't be long till I'm found and silenced. The one who sent you? That's kind, but I won't hold my breath.
You saw the girl, I take it. Was she all right? I see. Then I must go see her as soon as I can. As for the results of my investigation, I have come to learn the full scope of the matter. The girls who disappeared were killed somewhere underground, and their bodies buried at Saihoji Temple. We must tell the girls that this is no longer happening. Perhaps that will bring their souls some semblance of peace. I can only hope that they will rest easier now. They're saying a shogunate official was killing off the sick, and that he combed the pleasure district looking for his next victims. The rumor makes sense. There's frustration with how the shogunate is handling the epidemic. It goes to show how unhappy the people really are. I spoke to the head of the Yoshiwara about the man behind all this. But the pleasure district does not have enough resources, so I would wager it is still business as usual for him. The culprit goes unpunished, while you and I remain bound by virtue. Such is the way of the world we live in. Yes, this is all one of my station can do. I suppose these women felt the same way I do. They too long to be free. When we first met, I thought your life seemed so unfettered. But the truth is you, too, are bound by your past. We both go through life concealing the ties that bind us. We may be very different, yet in many ways we are alike. Remember when I asked you to take those photographs for me? It feels like we've grown so much closer since then. They say a camera's true purpose is to preserve one's memories. I never really thought of it that way back in the pleasure district. Why don't we take another photograph right now? That way, we'll never forget this moment. I hope you do this moment justice. I hope you will hold on to that photograph. That way, I can always be with you.
We meet again.
You, we're busy looking for someone. Can I trust you not to get in our way?
Word is a renowned martial arts master is training on this mountain. So we've come to hone our skills. I'd really like to get to Takasagi's level one day.
My word. Can you not go 2 minutes without mentioning that man's name?
You don't want to talk? You're constantly going, Kusaka this, Kusaka that.
Moving on. You hammered us good and proper at Ine's place. We're painfully aware of our need to grow if we're to achieve anything.
Hey, I just realized. The martial arts master we're after competed in the tournament at the military academy. Didn't you compete too? If you're already acquainted, would you ask him to let us train with him? Ah, thank you. Much obliged.
Over there. Is that him? He looks kind of young.
You there. You're not Jigoro Kano, are you?
Yes? Can I help you? Ah, I remember you from the military academy. Famed? I don't know if I'll go quite so far, though I suppose I've received a fair bit of attention since then.
And we're acquaintances too. I wonder, would you be so kind as to teach us to fight?
You want me to teach you? I've heard some nasty rumors about Choshu of late, and as a member of the military academy, my hands might be tied. Very well. After all, you did go out of your way to find me. I suppose we could run through a few training exercises.
Wonderful. We're very much looking forward to it.
There's a place up ahead I often used to train. Let's go over there now. This is where I practice my hill sprints, where I run full steam from the base all the way to the top. By using often neglected muscle groups, I strengthen not only my legs, but my entire body. Naturally, it also helps to build stamina.
I don't know. This sounds rather basic.
Yeah, let's make it interesting. What if we race to see who can reach the top first? Of course not. I'm deadly serious about this.
Master Kano, give us the signal.
Very well. But remember, this is training. Ready? Go!
I've got this!
I can perfectly hold my own here.
You! Stand back, Ito!
If anyone should stand back, it's you, Yamagata.
You Joshu boys are in fine shape. You'll excel in the fighting arts, I'm sure.
That was a piece of cake.
All right then, let's move on to the next exercise. This is where I like to practice sparring. I want you to face off one-on-one with another as if you were engaging in a real combat. What technique you choose is entirely up to you.
I see. Got any tips before we begin?
The success of your training depends on you and your partner. That is, you must approach your fight with a willingness to help each other succeed.
Got it. Master Kano, it'd be my honor to train with someone of your caliber. I expect you'd be able to wipe the floor with me, would you not?
Yes. Well, I'm afraid you're not quite at my level. But perhaps the three of you could try and take me on together.
What? The nerve of this guy! We'll make you eat those words! Come on, Ito! Let's get him!
The three of us can take him down.
Please come at me, whoever you'd like.
Fooling yourself if you think you're the best of the three of us!
Saw that!
Don't come crying afterwards. This is not good.
against 3 was a bit ambitious.
I can't believe how much one man made us struggle.
I underestimated him. I suppose that's what you get from a famous martial artist.
If we keep training like that, do you think we could get that strong?
I suppose. Shall we get back to it then?
I should thank you too. I appreciate you vouching for us. You're fairly generous yourself, the way I see it.
We're going to get stronger. Just you wait. Strong enough to pay back what we owe you one day.
We meet again.
Back, are we? We've been hard at work with Master Kano since you last saw us.
Maybe this is a good chance to see how much we've improved. Care to spar a little? All the better. I certainly wasn't planning to.
We're ready, whenever you are.
We're going to take you down this time! Prepare yourself!
Martial artist, I can't simply sit back and watch.
We're going to take you down this time! Prepare yourself!
Finally, an opportunity to test my limits!
Damn it. I can't believe we still aren't a match for you.
You're very strong. To think I'd lose again.
Well, at least we put up more of a fight this time. Ito?
Right. We don't have time to dwell on our losses anyway. Not if we've got the betterment of this nation to worry about.
Thank you, Master Kano, for all you've done for us. We've made excellent headway, thanks to you.
I admit I was rather skeptical of your capacity for improvement at first, but seeing how much you've grown, you've more than earned my respect. It makes me want to develop a form of combat focused on non-lethal self-defense, a discipline that allows practitioners to take measure of each other's skill. Through training, my students will learn a new way to live, a gentle way, or judo, so to speak.
Quite the great man, isn't he? What do you make of this?
I think it sounds like a splendid idea. Perhaps spreading judo's principles far and wide will cultivate the peace we are all in search of.
And we'll do our part to form a government that will help make that peace a reality.
Great! Let's aim for nothing less!
Do I know you? Don't tell me. The Rōnin from the military academy. You'd think so, but my name is better known than are my features. Thankfully, I don't stick out too much. At any rate, I have been looking for a capable fighter like you. Moreover, someone without ties to the shogunate. You see, it seems that some of my retainers have become involved in shady dealings with a merchant.
It was I who disclosed the matter. The same thing happened in Yokohama, remember? I figured that there was something rotten in the state of Edo. At any rate, our friend here should be able to put your man in line.
Which is why I'd like to procure some irrefutable evidence. With this camera. Got it?
What a fine idea! Hey, you still have the camera I gave you?
I've picked up a few things on my own, and I'm particularly fond of this camera Igashichi built for me. I feel like it's entirely done away with the need for silver and wet plates. Indeed, nothing else compares.
You said it! Word is, they're experimenting with dry plates abroad. But even that would offer limited colors for exposure. Meanwhile, my camera is easy to use and produces great results. You see, I based the designs and ideas previously worked out by the first Igashichi, and... Oh! There I go again.
Well, will you help me procure the evidence I need? I'm afraid that calling on a servant would only complicate matters sorely. Good. We'll head out when the alleged deal is set to take place.
Hey!
The shogunate is big, and it's unwieldy. Even I cannot deal with corrupt officials as I please, and I'm the shogun. I hear the scoundrels have gone from merely taking bribes to selling arms to the highest bidder, whoever that may be. That's why we need to secure proof. But to be clear, this is not an assassination. This is where the transaction will take place. Let's slip in undetected. I wonder what happened.
Don't kill me! Yeah!
Dear me. This is terrible. I can't ignore this. We must catch the killer.
Looks like I missed a shield. I must be getting rusty. You see me. I can't let you live. It's a good thing the dead don't speak. Looks like I missed a shield. I must be getting rusty. You see, I can't let you live.
Your Excellency!
Are you hurt?
You mustn't be so reckless!
Your Excellency, is it? Seems we've hooked ourselves a big fish.
How come you're here?
Master Katsu had us follow you at a distance. If only we had not lost sight of you.
Worry not. I'm much obliged. That Katsu. Always one step ahead. I suppose I owe you my thanks as well. Yes, thanks to Takahashi's big mouth, calling out Your Excellency rather gave the game away. But what's done is done. Get some ninja to look into that old man, will you? I'd prefer to have seen those criminals tried, but I suppose the result would have been the same. Sorry to have troubled you. Don't fuss! Hey, I was hoping that you might run another errand with me. How about it? Don't worry. I've already spoken to Takahashi and the others. I've learned my lesson from last time. If it's all right with you, I'd like to leave immediately. As for our destination, you'll know soon enough. Come along now. I will guide you. This isn't my first time in Kyoto. It brings back memories. This is a nice taste of a normal life.
Hey, you two! Stop right there! And where do you think you're going?
Hello, my good man. We've some business to attend to over there, so if you don't mind.
What? Not so fast. If you want to pass, you'll have to fork out half the money on your person. I can have undesirables like you Ronin arrested in a flash. You know that.
Me? A Ronin? Dear, oh dear. You're right. A lowly guard like that is not likely to have seen my face before.
What are you two mumbling about? I don't have all day. You're with the Shinsengumi? Why didn't you say so sooner? Please, go right ahead.
You took care of it. How troublesome. Shinsengumi would not be best pleased if they knew the Guardians of Kyoto seemed to have lost their way. Not far now. Well, we've arrived.
Hey there. We just opened our doors. What do you say? Feeling lucky?
I've always wanted to come to such a place. They don't have them at the castle, after all. Also, I'm paying, so rest easy. Let's go in.
Folks, come, place your bets. You fit 5 and 2, odd. Next.
Careful.
Folks, come, place your bet. You 5 and 6, odd. Yeah, I win. Next game.
I believe we've had enough fun for one day.
Folks, come, place your bets. You finished? 6 and 6, even. Next game.
That's the stuff. Now win a...
Folks, come, praise your... 5 and 5, even.
What?
Next!
I believe we've had enough fun for one day.
Well, well, if it isn't Lord Yoshinobu Tokugawa, the Shogun himself. The Kurosu have a score to settle with you.
I expected as much. Can I count on your blade? Interesting.
My lord!
Everything is about charging head on!
When I learned of the growing resistance in Kyoto, I spread word of my visit, figuring it might draw the rebels out. A little late for that, wouldn't you say? That said, I fear I've dragged you into a nasty mess. You hail from Kurosu, do you not? I had someone look into your background. Sorry about that. In any event, I do apologize, and I thank you for coming along with me. Plus, we had ourselves some fun, did we not? Well, till next time.
Wait. Well, well. I never figured I'd face that style again. We have met before, though admittedly, I didn't have a good look at you then. Tell me, how fares your master these days? You could say that. I feared as much. In any event, with a close clan defeated, I must take matters into my own hands. Do not stand in my way again.
Don't fuss. Just come. Hey, remember that old man who attacked us when we went to expose my corrupt retainers? Well, he's continued his assault against members of the shogunate. Makes no effort to cover his tracks either. Still, I remain in the dark as to his identity and intentions. I have my ninjas looking into him, but nothing's come up as of yet. Really? I see. So he too hails from Kurosu. He must be involved with those men from the gambling house. Is he familiar to you at all? I see. So the Kurosu clan is trying to settle unfinished business. Know what their goal might be? Yes. The shogunate. In other words, me. I'm what they're after. I had planned to deal with this by raising an army. But now I'm hoping that, together, we can put an end to it. On the contrary, I believe I will. At first, I thought I could ignore all those who held grudges for past wrongs, at least during this time of great upheaval. But now I see that I was short-sighted, only putting off the inevitable. For the displeasure with the shogunate, and with me, is real. And though it's my habit to look at only what I want to see, as shogun, I must learn to face those things which require my attention. In any event, I suspect that old man is hiding out at a shrine in Gion. Well, friend, can I count on your blade once more? I knew I could count on you. May we see this thing through, together. I will guide. The Kurosu clan had already been crushed by the time I became shogun. But after we met, I decided to look into their history. The Kurosu clan went to great lengths to topple the shogunate. Had I been shogun at the time, I likely would have wiped them out too. But what made them hate the Tokugawa so much in the first place? That enmity passed from one generation to the next, the shogunate making not the slightest effort to make amends. And still, it survives. It's the same with the Choshu, and now they may spark another bloody conflict. Somebody must put a stop to this madness. Well, you've arrived.
The Shogun and his royal dog, the Veiled Edge. My blade is gone. You will make a worthy gift for her! Sir. You are indeed worthy of your master. Prepare to witness the true power of the Veiled Age. May you be reunited with your master. The Shogun and his royal dog, the Veiled Age. My breakthrough is gone. You will make a worthy gift for her! Observe. You are indeed worthy of your master. Prepare to witness the true power of the Veiled Age. At the order of my clan, I faked my death and left my native land. To think that it should end this way. Kaede, it's time. I'm coming now to retake my place as your blade twin forever.
Instead of ruling for the sake of the country, the shogunate has ruled for itself. Therein lies the cause of the Kurosu clan's woes. Who knows? Perhaps the shogunate has outgrown its purpose. But then, who will govern this country in its stead? I realize that I have caused you a great deal of trouble up to now. Thankfully, much of that is finally behind us. I am sorry that I dragged you into this nasty mess. Please accept my sincere gratitude. That's what I like about you. Truly, you are not at all like that old man. I wonder, what fate is it that awaits this country? Not even I have the power to foresee such things. But I will do everything I can to build a society free from the likes of such men. May neither of us die with any regrets.
Oh, what brings you here? No matter. Lord Katamori here was just telling me what needs to be done next. Stay where you are.
Kyoto is in quite a state. I'm sure I need not tell you. The city is still licking its wounds, and the people suffer amidst widespread chaos. I want the Shinsengumi to begin patrolling the city. You must keep the peace and assuage the people's fears. Understood?
Yes, sir. The Shinsengumi will prove, beyond a doubt, that the shogunate's authority is alive and well in Kyoto.
Good.
You know, your skill could come in useful. Let's say you help with our patrols.
The Shinsengumi is short on members at the moment. Your help would make all the difference.
Then let's start our patrols early tomorrow morning. This is where we prove the Shinsengumi's true worth. We must live up to the task at all costs.
So you came?
Ah, you came. We're going to split into several teams and patrol the city. You'll come with me. Let's move out! Lord Katamori has high hopes for the Shinsengumi. Failure is not an option. Be on the lookout for lawless men.
I hear that thieving Ronin are going around swindling the people of Kyoto and causing all sorts of trouble.
When public order is disturbed, public minds soon follow.
Just wait till I get my hands on those versions. It'll...
Stop that! You don't have to be so cruel!
Our mission is to keep the peace. Them only understand the blame.
This way.
You did it! Oh, thank you so much!
Oh, the Imperial City has fallen.
Many temples burned in the last war. But Nishihonganji appears to still be standing.
Oh, it's the Shinsengumi! We feel so much safer with you patrolling our streets.
Happy to serve. You know, when I hear things like that, I feel ready to take on anything.
Let all remain vigilant to the last. Not that way.
Damn it. Kondo and Hijikata! Let's get out of here!
Halt! Villains! Identify yourselves!
They don't seem like your ordinary thugs. Heisuke and I will look into this. Okay by you, Kondo?
Please do. Meanwhile, we'll head back to Mibu and report to Lord Katamori. This way.
Captain, we need reinforcements. We've got sumo wrestlers going on a rampage over there.
Wrestlers, huh? Well, what can you do? Let's go! Just ahead.
Pipsqueaks wanna fight too? Prepare to get flattened!
You're drunk. All the servants of the people will be going to get yourself killed. That's enough patrolling for one day. I'll go report to Lord Katamori.
Ah, Kondo. Welcome back. How was the first day of patrols?
We rounded up some Rōnin up to no good. As well as some rowdy, drunken sumo wrestlers.
Sounds like you're already seeing results. I expect no less from the mighty Shinsengumi.
There is one thing I found concerning. A gang that fled the moment they saw us.
They saw our faces and knew who we were. I wonder if they could be Serizawa's people.
Serizawa. I've heard nasty rumors about that one. You might very well be right.
Kamo Serizawa, a powerful member of the Shinsengumi. He leads the Ronin of Mito and acts independently of us. He's always been prone to misconduct. It wouldn't be a surprise if he was up to no good.
Serizawa is a member of the Shinsengumi. We'll need solid proof if we're to question him.
All right. I'm leaving this to you, Kondo. You are the Shinsengumi's captain, after all. Its reputation is in your hands.
Yes, sir. How are you doing? Ah, it's you. Some news. We confirmed that the gang from the other day was indeed connected to Serizawa.
That's not all. Nagakura and Todo did some digging, and learned that the rowdy sumo wrestlers were Serizawa's people as well.
Serizawa told us we were of the same mind when it came to serving the Shogun. He bolstered the Shinsengumi's forces with his many connections. In him, I thought we'd found an ally we could depend on. But his acts of extortion and drunken debauchery have simply gone too far. We can no longer leave Kamo Serizawa unchecked. He and his men shall be put to death. If the name of the Shinsengumi is sullied, even Lord Katamori will wash his hands of us. How, then, will we samurai fulfill our duty of serving the shogunate? Lord Katamori has already approved of our decision. It is now up to us to see the act through. This will be bloody. Serizawa's people are skilled. I hope you will fight on our side. Good. With your help, there's no way we can fail.
We already know where to find them. They're having a meal at one of their regular haunts.
Then that's where we'll go. Come. This way. I thought we were comrades, and so I let him go unpunished. But that man has gone too far.
Those are Serizawa's lackeys. Cautious of him to post a picket at the banquet. I'm surprised.
You men were Shinsengumi soldiers! Have you no sense of pride?
Well practiced, it seems.
Now!
You're going to get yourself killed!
Let's go!
I was hoping we might get a chance to cross-breed.
Now that you've toasted it up on the way of the samurai, I can't let you live.
I will send you to the hereafter, along with your dusty old dreams.
You've been such a fool!
Why don't you die and leave your army? I am sick and tired of your high-sounding ideas.
Why don't you just die? You are all unfit for the captain's army.
That's rich, coming from Kondo's rubble.
Kondo, this was the right thing to do. Wasn't it, Toshi?
You did what a leader must. It was only right for you to kill those who studied the Shinsengumi's name.
There is no going back. Any samurai who disgraces our way of life will suffer the bloody consequences. How can there be justice otherwise? I don't care what changes sweep through our society. I am a samurai, and I shall protect what that entails. And thus, the Shinsengumi shall follow. In the world we live in, you may have to exchange blows with your former comrades someday. Prepare yourself for when that time comes. Of course you have. Don't know what I was thinking, reminding you of all people. There are times you'll have to dispense with your emotions to stay true to the life you've chosen. That's just the nature of the world we live in. We've taken care of Kamo Serizawa and his followers, Lord Katamori.
Splendid. You have done what a good leader must, Kondo. I am pleased.
Thank you for the gracious compliment, sir.
The Shinsengumi will only grow more important in the days to come. I hope I can count on your continued dedication to serving your shogunate and country.
Yes, sir! As you heard, the Shinsengumi will continue to uphold the true meaning of what it is to be samurai. But I am under no illusion that things will always be this way. I am an old-fashioned man. There will come a time when my way of thinking is obsolete. Should that time come, I hope you two will still wear the Shinsengumi name with pride. Even that would be of great comfort to me.
A useless train of thought. You're in no danger of becoming obsolete as long as I am around.
You're a reliable one, Toshi. Please, just remember. I would gladly die for what I believe in, but I have no intention of taking either of you with me. I realize it's not my place to ask you this, but if anything were to happen to me, I hope you will be there for Toshi and Soji. Thank you. You have lifted a weight off my shoulders. None of this would have been possible without you. I have no doubt that we will need your help in the future. Toshi and Soji are like little brothers to me. You are like a friend beyond compare. I know it may not be what you want to hear, but I am speaking my truth. I hope you'll help us again if we need you. Thank you.
Oh, hello there.
Have you heard from Katsu?
Hijikata is intent on getting back at the Satsuma Choshu Alliance for what was done to Kondo. The fool is beyond listening to reason. In fact, he's even gone so far as to drive us all out from the outpost. Katsu mentioned something about Sato willing to help. However, it appears Lord Katamori has called him away. This is when Katsu is trying to prevent an all-out battle for Edo. Should the Shinsengumi wage war, I fear that all his efforts will have been wasted. We may have to stop them by force, but they're already stocking up on heavy artillery. Getting involved now would surely result in retaliation. That said, with your help, we might stand a chance. I beg of you, talk to Hijikata. I'm counting on you. Be sure to tread carefully.
Well, sometimes it has to be done.
Nosoko.
いざ Back a bit.
You can't hope to defeat us.
Sato!
You have a death wish.
Want to get to Hijikata, you'll have to go through me first!
The captain would never have let anger provoke us to war!
To battle! Sato!
Back down now. I warn you, not to get in the way.
Hijikata, please. You know I do. For Kondo, I
Shut up! You couldn't possibly understand how it feels. For all my foreign comrades! Lose before you live! Kondo's legacy! What am I doing? We will never surrender. Even if I am to die here today. You hear me?
Kondo wanted us to live. Hijikata, you mustn't forget the mission he entrusted to us on that day.
Indeed, I do. And had we forced this fight, the Shogun's army may very well have met a sorry end. You know, Kondo told me to become a samurai for a new age. I wonder, how can I do that?
I think we should look for the answer to that question together, Hijikata. Besides, you can always die later.
Yes. It seems I need to calm my mind. We won't start a fight for selfish reasons. That is my promise as the vice captain of the Shinsengumi. I shall now go and calm my troops. They must be pretty worked up. But remember, all of us fully intend to fight and die like true samurai. So the next time we fight, it will be to the death. Until then, if you have any business to discuss with us, we will receive you here.
We meet again. I see now it was wrong, what I did to the Shogun. Forgive me. So the Demon Claw Samurai is your so-called blade twin. I once schemed with that villain to plunge this country into civil war. After the dust had settled, I imagined that the British would take over, that I'd be put in charge, and that Japan would be mine. I really believed that I'd be able to protect its beautiful culture from the great powers. But I was blind. That villain would have had Japan destroyed in a bloody war. And had that happened, all would be lost. That is why I promise to do everything in my power to protect this country from now on. Do you trust me? Thank you. You know, this is the first time we've really spoken to each other since our first meeting. Ah, that old poem. You have a good memory. Had Edo been consumed by flames, there would have been no such picturesque deaths.
I didn't expect to find you here. So you're a friend of Mr. Satow? I have business with him too, and of a rather urgent nature. I hope you don't mind my interrupting. Mr. Satow, I recall you're having some connection to the Sekihotai. Well, they appear to be up to no good. Any ideas as to what they're planning?
One thing does come to mind. The Demon Claw Samurai mentioned something about using them to blow up Kaneji Temple. Kaneji is the family temple of the Tokugawa, you see. So if you ask me, those nasty retainers are likely planning to storm Edo. You must understand, Kaneji Temple is a national treasure. What do you say? Will you help me prevent its destruction at the hands of the Sekihotai? I shan't forget this. Now, if they have indeed begun to mobilize, we'd best make haste. Every second counts.
I am heartened to know we can count on you. Let us meet at Kaneji Temple then.
Buddy, come over here.
You came. As expected, the temple grounds are crawling with suspicious individuals. I fear we may be too late. Leave that to me. I feel as if I know how their minds work. Given that the Sekihotai are seeking to provoke the shogunate, they will surely plant any bombs in places of symbolic import. Let us go.
Let's be quick. He who hesitates is lost, after all.
No! This temple was one of treasures!
Think you can take me? have a death wish.
There you are! That went well.
Get ready.
Shrine. It's the most important shrine in Ueno. Let's hurry!
Enemy ahead!
Satow! That you of all people should interfere.
Tokugawa. So the third unit is here.
Yours, Satow! Yours! Why would you betray us? Don't think you can escape Sekihōtai.
Staying alive.
I'll be back for your hit. Just you wait.
Well, it seems that our work here is done. Toshogu Shrine is safe and sound thanks to your courageous efforts. We may not have saved all of Kaneji Temple, but I expected as much.
Tell me, Mr. Satow. That Yukawa fellow said this was all your plan.
And indeed it was. For I was once blinded by my excessive love for this country. Indeed, culture of Japan is a marvelous thing. To think that I came so close to destroying an invaluable piece of it. I wonder, do you think I can redeem myself? Doubtless you're correct. In other words, talk is cheap. It is time for action. However, my first order of business is to safeguard against a possible retaliation. I should be safe at the manor in Takanawa. You know, I have many valuable belongings there. Paintings and scrolls and other curios I've collected from all over Japan. In fact, you should really come by sometime for tea. I'm quite the connoisseur. Well, until then.
Are you here to see Mr. Satow? I'm afraid tea time will have to come later. My efforts to track the Sekihotai's movement have led me straight here. They've broken into the manor in retaliation for our actions. Mr. Satow appears to have anticipated this and has prepared himself for the siege. I must rescue him before it is too late. Will you help me? Thanks. Okay. But it would be reckless to try to enter through the front gate. The place is crawling with enemies. However, I believe there to be a secret entrance in the back. We'd best sneak in that way. Excellent.
It's taking them so long inside. Open up already! Taking them so long inside. Open up already!
Could there be a hidden passage?
You got them.
Not another dead end. Down this house.
them. Fine item you've got there. Excellent.
I'm glad you're here. But did you have to bring the enemy with you?
Found you, Satow! Come on then, faithful betraying us!
I prefer to think of it as realizing what's important.
What luck that I can avenge my brother too. Come, I'll kill you both! Brother wasn't meant to lead Japan to a better future. Brother, lend me your strength.
It's just as I promised.
many chances.
You will be punished. No, how could I fail again?
The Sekihotai have retreated. Thanks to you, of course. As you can imagine, this is not what I had in mind when I invited you over earlier. Those assassins appear to be acting on the Demon Claw Samurai's orders. It seems my betrayal has been quite the bitter pill to swallow. Even so, my resolve remains firm. No matter how many times they strike at me, I refuse to give in. Although the cruelty of that villain is not to be underestimated. I see. So you still consider that villain to be your blade twin? And perhaps you are fated to face each other. As for myself, I have no intention of giving up. I must continue to pour everything into preventing further violence. As an interpreter, I have many contacts, you see. And though I cannot fight like you, I am confident that I will have a role to play. So, let us work together to protect Edo. Nay, all of Japan.
I must say, you two have become very friendly while I've been away dealing with the remnants of the Kurosu.
Yes, you could say that.
Well, since we're all here, anyone up for tea time?